Hello, my people. Good evening. Welcome back to my page, Minutes with Cody. It's been a while that I've come your way to talk about certain issues that borders on our personalities, our lives, our experiences, our emotions, our relationships, parenting, and what have you. Today, I am led to talk about counseling. I am led to talk about who is your counselor, who is the person that is talking to you, who is the person that you are listening to. You know, it is easier to be the one talking than the one that is experiencing something. Someone once told me, specifically my former boss, told me that certain things are better experienced than imagined. Yes, and that is a fact. You know, I could remember those days when I was still working for someone, and certain things you are like, my boss is this, my boss is that, my boss is that, my boss is inconsiderate, my boss is insensitive, and all that, you know, until when God gave me my own business, and after a while I realized that yes, indeed, it's not that easy. I ran back to my boss one day. I said, my Oga, look at what I am going through in the business. It's been this way, it's been that way. And he smiled. He said, yes, Cody, thank you for coming back to say this, to say that. Could you remember those days when it was like the boss is this, the boss is that, the boss is this? And he made that statement. Certain things are better experienced than imagined. And that's is one of the reasons why I want to talk about who is your counselor. It is easier for people to sit there and begin to say this and that and that and this about issues they have no experience about it. If you have not experienced anything, you have not gone through certain things, it is easier to tell somebody, I can understand. How can you understand situations that you've not been through? How can you understand things that you just read about? How can you understand what someone is actually going through when you have not worn that shoe? I was listening to one of my mentors preaching, and the man said, if you have not recorded failure, you have nothing to tell someone who is going through some down moments. If you have always been 100% in all that you do, you cannot understand what it means to fail until you have done something and you have failed, you have cried over it, you have learned from it, then you can easily tell someone that, yes, I have been through this, I have been through that. Certain things happen to us to teach us lessons, to prepare us, to equip us so that we'll be able to use it to counsel others. Who is your counselor? Who are you listening to? A woman who just got married, the same very month she got married, God blesses her, she conceives. Within the next 9 months, she carries her baby. She's so happy. What will she tell a woman who has been in a marriage for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, counting, and there is no babe, no child? What would that person tell the person? How will you tell the woman, I can understand your pain? No, you cannot understand the pain. That does not really mean that at times we must also go through certain things before we can be able to understand it. No, that is not actually what I'm saying. But at times, you know, it's also good it's always said that experience is the best teacher. You've never been in a toxic marriage. You are telling someone that you are the reason why your marriage is failing. You are the reason why the marriage is toxic. You've never had a child who has issues with drugs, who has issue with reckless lifestyle. You are there running your mouth to tell someone that you are the reason why your child is into drugs. Who is your counselor? You've not been in a marriage. You know, it is easier to look from afar. Like I told someone some time ago and said, it is always easier to run commentary. When we sit down, we are watching football match. You know, it's easier for you to say, why didn't you kick the ball that way? You should have kicked it this way. What are you doing there? If I had this ball, I would have scored a goal. I told the person, let them put you inside that pitch. You won't be able to do jack. So who are you listening to? Who is your counselor? Before you listen to anybody, please, what is God saying concerning that situation? We must always consider the God factor. We must always consider who is this person talking to me? Where is this person coming from? What has this person experienced? Then you'll be able to say, yes, this person can tell me something. This person has something to say concerning what I am going through. This person has something to say concerning the situation I find myself in. You don't just listen to anybody because you want to listen to anybody. And again, you don't just say things if you don't understand it. I could remember when I was going through certain situations in life, precisely years back when I lost my husband. I was grieving. It was so difficult for me to comprehend why it happened. And someone came and said, Sister Cord, I can understand what you are going through. It was as if I have not heard that word before. Instantly, I said, you can't understand. And I pray you don't understand. Yes, it is that truth. What you don't know, you don't know. So please, my dear sisters, before you take advices from this person, the person tells you how to run your home, the person tells you this is what I have done. Has she been there before? What has she gone through? What is her experience? What is her experience? I repeat, what is her experience? Please, the only true counselor to a large extent is God. What is God saying concerning every situation you find yourself in? Listen to him if you're a child of God. He will definitely speak concerning every situation you find yourself in. Till I come your way again. Bye. I remain your Cody.